We start with some breaking news tonight. 3 people are dead after a car crash near Loon Lake. Washington State Patrol says an air ambulance and troopers are on the scene right now. Right now, US 395 at Grote Road is closed. Troopers say the traffic is backed up for several miles now, and crews are working to establish a detour. Officials urge drivers to seek alternative routes in the meantime. We'll be sure to update you on this situation just as soon as we get more information. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 6. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
It's good to have you here tonight. I'm Whitney Ward. 2021 is an election year in Spokane. In fact, 3 city council seats are going to be up for grabs. So
joining us now is KREM 2 political reporter Casey Decker to give us the lowdown on who is running. Casey?
Well, between the 3 seats, 1 in each district, we've got a total of 10 candidates. And of those, only 1 is an incumbent, meaning come January, there's guaranteed to be some new blood on the council. Let's start with District 1. That's northeast Spokane. It's typically a pretty right-leaning district, but the seat is actually held right now by the council's leftmost member, Kate Burke. However, she's decided not to run for re-election. So who's running to take her place? Well, 3 people. First up, we've got Luke Jasmine III. He works in early childhood education, owns a daycare, and currently serves on the city's police oversight committee. He touts endorsements from people like City Council President Brian Beggs and Spokane School Board President Jarrell Haynes, and has raised the most money of the 3 candidates. Next up, Jonathan Bingle. He owns an event company and was previously a pastor. He unsuccessfully ran for mayor in 2019. He's the most right-leaning candidate for the seat and was endorsed by the other District 1 member, Michael Cathcart. Finally, Nagmana Shirazi. She currently works for Gonzaga in the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Arguably the most left-leaning candidate, she also touts an endorsement from Beggs, as well as a number of progressive and labor groups. Moving on to Southern Spokane and District 2 now, the seat is currently held by Betsy Wilkerson, who was appointed by the rest of council after Beggs left the seat to become council president. Wilkerson is running for re-election and has already raised more money than any other candidate this year. She's drawn only 1 challenger in this election, Tyler LeMasters. He's a right-leaning candidate who's worked for Congresswoman Kathy McMorris Rogers. He currently works as a realtor. Next up, in the 3rd district, that's northwest Spokane, we've got a whopping 5 candidates. The seat is currently held by Candace Mumm, but she's term limited, so can't run again. First up, we've got Zach Sapone. He has a master's degree from Princeton and most recently worked as a middle school teacher in the Spokane area. Last year, he ran for State House and lost to incumbent Mike Volz, but surprised many when he got 48% of the vote in a typically pretty solid red district. Next, Lou Hill. She owns cannabis brands and a consulting business, teaches yoga, and serves on a number of boards on issues ranging from LGBT rights to local business. She has endorsements from some progressive groups and from former City Council President Ben Stucker. Third, Mike Lish, owner of Delicious Hamburgers. He's one of the more conservative candidates, touting endorsements from state reps Mike Volz and Jenny Graham, as well as a number of business groups. Fourth, Christopher Savage. He's another right-leaning candidate who's recently worked as a Lyft driver. He's also served on a number of Spokane's public commissions, including the city's Salary Review Board. He ran and lost for council in 2019. Finally, Karen Kearney. After retiring from banking, she's done a lot of volunteer work and currently chairs her neighborhood council. So those are the 10 candidates currently running for Spokane City Council. Voters in each district will get to weigh in for their first time in the August 3rd primary. The top 2 candidates in each race, of course, will then advance to the November general election. In the newsroom tonight, Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
Casey, thank you very much. In the meantime, let's talk weather. There's been a significant cool down all across the inland Northwest compared to what we were seeing just a week ago.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Tom, I was able to resist the urge to turn on the heater, but it sounds like you turned the heat on over the weekend, right?
Not necessarily the heat, but I did turn on the gas.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I turned on the heat this morning. It was like 62 degrees in our house, right?
Cold, right? And we were trying to get the air conditioner to work this time last week. Oh my. 62 degrees, and our high today, official high, was 63. So we're down a degree right now. At least there's not much in the wind department. Wind is out of the south at 5 miles per hour as you take that live look out at Lake Coeur d'Alene. We'll look for cloudy skies throughout the evening hours into tomorrow morning. A chilly night tonight too. 45 the expected overnight low. But if we get the sunshine, I think we're going to get tomorrow afternoon. We'll start out cloudy and see decreasing clouds throughout the day. If we get that sunshine, we could warm all the way up to 73 tomorrow, which is right about where we should be for this time of June. 77 expected on Saturday, 82 maybe on Sunday, with a slight chance of showers both days. I'll check your 10-day forecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Tom, thank you very much. 9 people are without a home tonight after an apartment fire in Airway Heights this morning. It happened at Cedar Summit Estates, which is on West 12th. And according to the fire chief there in Airway Heights, over 50 firefighters responded there. It started on the second floor of the apartment complex and then spread to the units above. In total, 6 units were damaged by either the fire, the smoke, or the water. The Red Cross, though, was on scene to help those displaced families, and the city provided a bus to keep the victims warm. Also, we want to mention a cat was saved from the fire, and no one else was hurt.
The Cooney County Sheriff's Office is searching for a person who set fire to a roller coaster at Silverwood Theme Park. Deputies say the suspect cut a hole in a fence and set the wooden roller coaster Timber Terror on fire. A security guard found the flames at around 1:30 in the morning on Saturday and put them out with a fire extinguisher. The coaster was only slightly damaged, the park said, and was repaired before the park opened Saturday morning. Silverwood's director of marketing says the other coasters were inspected as well, and they are now asking anyone who might have information to please contact the Cooney County Sheriff's Office.
We do have an update now on the fire that was burning along I-90 near Vantage, especially over the weekend. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says it is now contained and crews are just mopping up the scene. In fact, the local fire crews have left and the state is now managing that mop up. We still don't know exactly what sparked the fire, but if you are driving through that area, troopers are still asking that you reduce your speed and watch for fire crews, and of course never throw cigarette butts out the window.
Wildfire season is underway, which means it's important to follow burn restrictions. Spokane County is currently under a low fire danger with the rule and permit burns banned. Unauthorized open burning and recreational fires are not allowed until the order is lifted. If someone is found with an illegal burn, they could be charged with a misdemeanor. You can go to the Washington DNR burn website to check on local burn restrictions. Well, today a White House official congratulated Washington on reaching a new vaccine milestone. The state says not so fast. We'll hear from Governor Jay Inslee when we come back.